Athletics and the Los Angeles Angels. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to roll here. Getting the nod on the mound, Yusei Kikuchi. What do we have on him?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. And that's downstairs. And away we go this afternoon.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Swings through that.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And out number 1 on the grab. And time now to check out the A's lineup.
Second, the designated hitter, Brent Rooker.
Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. Big-time power. Rooker, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2017. Gets him to chase after that one.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
That misses, and that's ball 1.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
And delivers outside. 1 out, bases empty. Hit in the air, right field. Trout is there. And makes the grab. 2 down.
Batting third, center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
2 outs, bases empty. This is J.J. Bleday. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 2 outs, bases empty. There's a swing and a drive. Ward ranging back. And it hits the fence. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. And that one fouled off.
Well, a really good chance right here to pick up a run in the top of the first after what seemed to be a real quiet start to the inning.
And that drops in for a strike. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. The throw in. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning. And you can try, but you never really take from me, 'cause I'm a soul in it, baby, it'll break in me. And you can try, but you never really take from me, 'cause I'm a soul.
Back here with my pal Singy, pitching in our game today, Luis Severino. What do we need to know here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Taylor Ward leading things off and takes a strike. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And that one almost got him. This one pops straight up near the plate. Langoliers hauls it in, and there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Mike Trout in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. That's inside. That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Batting third, designated hitter, Jorge
Soler up at the plate. Right through there for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Towards first, and that chance handled. He steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Angels held in check, scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. And now the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. Kikuchi back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That's outside. 1-1. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
Trout makes the grab, 1 down.
Batting 6.
Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. No score here in the second.
That's inside.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Downstairs, and that's ball 4.
Batting 7th.
So here's
left
Brown at the
fielder,
plate.
Seth Brown.
Just off the outside edge. 1-0. Man at first, 1 away. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Snap throw to first. Oh, they got him leaning. He's out.
Wow, that could be so tough. Left-hander with that leg. Picks it up and can dangle it in the air a little bit, and you're not quite sure. Really good move over, and you can't blame the base runner for getting picked off on that one.
And that skips into dirt. And there's a ball. Draws the walk there.
Take your base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
The pitch.
Ball 1. I got a ball.
2
1 strike.
gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here at the top of the second. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, with his speed, he doesn't get a whole lot of those infield hits, but he was giving it everything he had right there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
First and second, 2 outs. And now the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. That's a base hit. Around third. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Big RBI for him right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Back to the top of the order now. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Urias over at second. Wilson on at first with 2 down. That one outside. And that's ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two outs. And a slider in there for a strike. And that's down and away. Brent Rooker in the on-deck circle for the A's. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Two on, 2 outs. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Angel Stadium, bottom half of inning number 2. So in now for the Angels, Nolan Shadowell. On the ground, right side. He'll do it himself. That's 1 out, the bottom of the 2nd.
Batting 5th, the shortstop, Zach Neto.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Zach Neto. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
The shortstop takes the ball. That's too low. And the count's even at 2.
2-2 the count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Out number 2.
Batting 6th, catcher, Logan
O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. Check swing, called strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Angels are gone in order. They trail here 1-0. On to the 3rd inning. Stepping in the long ball threat, Brent Rooker. Fouled off down the right side. It's softly on the ground to 3rd. Moncada tossed to 1st. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
And here is J.J. Bleday. Doubled his first time up. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
And that one in the air center field. Brings it in, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the A's. Catcher,
2 down, base is empty.
Langoliers.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field, and that keeps the inning alive.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. And that one clips the corner.
0-1.
Langoliers leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Right side, Rengifo. And that is that. The A's strand 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back in Anaheim, bottom of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Yoan Moncada. Right through there for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. High in the air, out to right. Butler makes the catch for the out. And there's one away.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Luis.
Now it's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo. Fastball is outside. That pitch in for a strike, and the count even 1-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That missed by a lot. And the count is even 2-2.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Outside. Full count now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Severino. And there's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
Here's Joe Adele. And that one hammered. That's back. And brings it in at the wall.
Now batting, left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Up and in, and that's ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And that's in for a strike. And that's way high. 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. On to inning number 4. It's the A's 1 and the Angels nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Zach Geloff. and he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Now batting, left fielder.
Leadoff
Seth
man aboard
Brown.
on the error, and that puts your pitcher in a little bit of a tough spot right away to start the inning, not where you want to be. So we'll see if he's able to work around it and pick the defense up.
Seth Brown digs in now. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Kikuchi checks over to first, and he's back. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
You know, these A's doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That's off the mark, and the count is 1-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Inside, and the count 2-1. And a swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Outside low. Full count 3-2. Right side. And that'll fall for a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Up next for the A's.
Hooked around that pitch
third
on the
baseman,
outside, but he was still able to
Luis.
square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Here's Luis Arias. Reached on an infield single his first time. Right through there for a strike. A's leading by a run. Check swing called strike. And the count is 0-2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner around third. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
First and second, no outs. Jacob Wilson, the next to hit. RBI single his last time up. Check swing called strike. That one hit to right. Trout. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Good read there at second base to move up to third. Now it's a lot easier to get that run in with 1 away.
So the batting order turns over. Lawrence Butler now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's a little bit high.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
A little bit low.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
That's inside.
That's off the inside corner. 3-1. And that's in for a strike.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Now batting, designated hitter, Brent.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Yusei Kikuchi departs. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
So
the
out of the pen
Angels,
comes the right-hander, Ryan
56.
Sefferjohn.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
So bases all loaded up. Now here is Brent Rooker. Golden opportunity right here. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate.
Not
Not
one
even
strike.
close there. And it's 1-1. Activity in the bullpen. Jose Suarez getting loose out there. Kraus also getting ready. And strike 2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. Don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. All loaded up. Top half of inning number 4. Now a pop-up on the infield. And the infield fly rule call. J.J. Bleday up next for the A's. 1 for 2. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Brown on third. Urias at second. Butler at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Moncada under this one. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. And now batting, Mike Trout.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Trout measures 6 feet 2 inches, 235 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's one down.
Up next for the Angels, designated hitter.
And next for the Angels, Jorge Soler. 0
Soler.
for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. The other way, and he beats the shift, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Waste no time there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
1 down. And next for L.A., Nolan Schanuel. Grounded out his first time up. And
Count
ball
1-0.
1. swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The A's leading by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Neto stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Angels strand 1. They trail things here 2-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. Zephyr back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Athletics doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
That one missed.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Soderstrom batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And downstairs. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 5th. And a swing and a miss there.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Up the middle. And he's safe at first.
If he would have had just a little quicker release going up the middle, he's maybe able to get that out right there. And that's the kind of play that defines the best shortstops between just the average ones.
Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. He's 0 for 1. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. Top of the zone for a called strike. Soderstrom stands at first with 1 out. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Here's the left fielder, Seth Brown.
A walk, and he's also singled.
On the ground, Neto. On to first, out number 3. Back here at Angel Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
You know, these Angels being a little too patient at the plate in this game. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
Severino kicks, deals. And that's off the outside edge. And it's 1-2. That's a little bit low.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
That one misses. 3-2 now.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Moncada in the box now. No balls and a strike. The Athletics up by 2. Last half of inning number 5. And there's a ball.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
This one in the air. Wilson corrals it. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman.
So in now for the Angels, Luis Rengifo walked his first time. And that's in there at the knees.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And they'll do it again. Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Two down, nobody on. Inside, just missed. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
2 outs. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one the other way. Wilson sends it to first. Angels retired 1-2-3. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the A's 2 and the Angels nothing. Back in Anaheim, top of the 6th inning. Now the third baseman, Luis Urias. Swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Swinging a foul straight back. That one is
ball,
upstairs.
2 strikes.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Outside
Ball 2.
low. And that's ball 2.
2 balls,
The guy at the
2
plate
strikes.
could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And there's one away. Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time. That's out number 2.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll
Now
over.
batting, right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
Back to the top of the lineup, Lawrence Butler. Up next for the A's. There's a strike. Pitch in the dirt, and that is ball 1. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Next pitch is outside. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Just misses. And that's ball 3. Brent Rooker next to bat for the A's. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. And he walked him. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing
Now
it, but he's showing some good
designated
patience
hitter,
in this
Brent
one. It's the
Rooker.
second time he's taken ball 4.
Man at first, digging in. Brent Rooker 0 for 3 in this one. And that
Off the plate, ball
misses. And it's 1-0. Check on the runner. Butler dives back in safely. That one fouled hard the other way. Butler off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one
Outside, that's
misses.
ball.
It's 2-2. This to third. They take the force out, and that is that. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the A's 2 and the Angels nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Joe
And
Adell.
leading off for the Pillows, center fielder, Joe Adell.
And a foul ball. Pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Movement in the bullpen. Tyler Ferguson appears to be getting loose. Leclerc getting loose as well. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. The Angels trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is fouled back. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here's Trout. Clips the corner, 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a foul ball.
Two to count.
That misses the zone, and the count's full.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
2 outs. Set down on strikes. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. Angels go quietly there. They trail it here 2-0.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher
Angels.
on now, Jose Quijada.
Number 65.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Here's the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. 1 for 3.
J.J. Bleday.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Quijada goes 5 feet 11 inches, 215 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. Off the mark there, 2-0. Just missed. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Pumps in a strike, and now 3-1 the count. And there's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. One down, base is empty. Foul ball. Next offering upstairs. Action in the pen down there. Jose Suarez, the left-hander, up and throwing. Kraus warming up as well. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Fought off foul. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Ball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side in the seventh. And 1-2-3 go the A's. They're up 2-0.
Now pitching for the
We're
A's.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the
44.
seventh. Tyler Ferguson.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Now it's the DH for the Angels, Jorge Soler. Right through there for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. Gets the call. 0-1. Swings through that.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Outside.
Off the mark there. Going to count 1 and 2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. The Halos down by a pair here at the bottom of the seventh. Fouls it off. Still 1 and 2. That's to third. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So up next, Zach Neto. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. And it's fouled away. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Angels go down 1-2-3, and they're down 2-0.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Angels.
and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the eighth.
52.
Hans Kraus.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Zach Geloff getting ready to hit. And a breaking ball misses outside. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, left fielder, Seth Brown.
Seth Brown up next for the A's. And ball one. Runner at first with no outs here.
Hey!
And it is 2-1. That's a strike. And it remains 2-2. Geloff gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
First and second, no outs. Urias digs in now.
Ball.
In the dirt, blocked. Throw, save. And both runners move up on the wild pitch.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. 2 men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out. So this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound. Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Right back to him on the mound. In plenty of time to first, and that is a big first out.
Now batting, number 5.
Jacob Wilson up next for the A's.
You have to find a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can.
And that one off the outside edge.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Two on, 1 out. That one missed. That one fouled off. 2-2. Second and third, 1 away. And we're in the top of the 8th. Ground ball right side. Base hit. 1 run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's 4-0.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes
Right
on you. Just got to battle.
Lawrence Butler.
Man at first with one gone. Lawrence Butler up next for the A's. Squirts away a little bit. And that misses off the outside edge.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. On the ground, could be 2. Slings to first in time.
Up next for the A's, the designated
manager out of the dugout
Brent
now,
Rooker.
and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Hans Kraus gives way, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
Jose
the Angels,
Suarez gets the call
number
from the
54,
pen.
Jose Suarez.
Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That misses. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Ohapi snags it, and that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Athletics 4 and the Angels nothing.
Now pitching for the
Back
A's.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom of the
47.
8th. Michel Otonez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Logan Ohapi now at the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Logan Ohapi.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Next pitch is outside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one's in there, and it's 2-1 now.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
That one not close. Now 3-1. Ripped on a line to center. He's there. He's got it. 1 down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Here is Moncada. Ball 1 there. The Athletics have some bullpen action. TJ McFarland preparing to come on if needed. Holman getting cranked up as well. 1 down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And that's
Inside
off the inside edge. 2-2. The A's leading by 4 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Rengifo, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that is downstairs. And the count is 2-0. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Next offering is in for a strike. Stays alive. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Butler settles under it and makes the catch. And that's the inning. And we're back. New inning getting started. And now the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Number 57, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. And that one a little below the knees. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And there's a ball. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that is foul. The next pitch misses, and it's a full count. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Now batting.
So man aboard. Next up for the A's, Shea Langoliers, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Bleday aboard here at first with nobody out. That one way outside, and 1-1. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there, and that's the result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mixing up the speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
Soderstrom stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's got it. There's 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Zach Geloff up next for the A's. First offering, and it just misses. Swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one ripped left field. That's back. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Base is empty with 2 away. Seth Brown up next for the A's. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a foul out of play. Not close with that one. And the count 1-2. Good eye in that spot. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 6-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th, Grant Holman.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
So in now for the Angels, Joe Adell. And that one upstairs.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
That's in there. And that one misses up and in. And it's 2-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Hit weakly on the ground. Urias whips it across, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Batting, left fielder Taylor Ward.
Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Taylor Ward. And that's way high. 1-0.
Counts 1-0. Two balls, no strikes.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here's Mike Trout. Just missed.
Ball 1, no strikes.
The 1-0. Fouled off left side. Here's a 1-1. This one high in the air to left center. Brown gets under it, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
So they're down to their final out. Next is the designated hitter, Jorge Soler. First pitch, not close. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Geloff. Throw to first and ball game. And the A's take this one in a blowout.
Good win by 6 runs. Always nice when you can win by a touchdown or a couple of field goals. You want to keep that momentum going, knowing the offense can score at will, bring it into the next one and get another W.
6-0 is how this one ends. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire